So how's it going for you lately?
Uh, it's fantastic. This is a like everything's everything's exciting and wonderful again after all these 3 years. And uh, those 3 years weren't particularly like personally that miserable, but on the other hand, it's time to forget those 3 years and go ahead in our lives. And I have had the privilege of already touring in Europe, like 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 a week ago. We were just returning home. We played three weeks in the Central Europe, mostly in Germany, and I felt like I was like like exorcisting COVID away, because during the shows, we brought the people together again. But during the shows, occasionally I jumped to the audience to sing the final chorus of some songs, for namely our song "Lost Boys," and I was
Oh,
jumping
yeah.
around with the audience, singing along with me. So I felt like I felt like I'm like that has to be done to get rid of COVID and bring us, together again. So I felt like powerful, and I get enormous amount of energy from doing that and giving the energy to the people, and you know somehow like bringing something different vibes, and especially experiencing different vibes after all these
Mhm.
few years. So yeah, it's and then we have new music coming out. We already have released 5 singles by far, and it's been fantastic way of releasing new music in this way. And also on the other, and if you've been Finland like more than this year, or you may have heard that the 69 Eyes was part, and I was part of this very
TV show.
famous
Yeah.
TV show, this music
Yeah.
TV show, which is like a total mainstream show, and it's viewed by something like 1.2 million, viewers, and we're
Wow.
like only 5 million. So it was like it's as popular as Olympic Games. So, and the 69 Eyes is playing on that show. So we were, through that exposure, we were brought to back to spotlight again here in our native Finland, but also by releasing new music and now touring in Europe. I feel like we're strongly back uh, again everywhere else as well. And on the other hand, we're like breaking some our own records, which means that like we went over uh 500,000 listeners on Spotify.
Wow.
And so like all of a sudden, like I heard that somebody, because I've been doing these interviews for nearly a month now for the
Mhm.
new album. So somebody said that we're just like the most trendiest band at the moment, because of what we are. We've always been like a dark
Wow. Yeah.
goth rocking glam rock band, also,
Yeah.
and mostly like we've been called as a glam rock band, especially after the TV show here in and our native Finland. So, which I like. I like to be 54-year-old guy in a glam rock band. That's
That's
fantastic.
cool. That's so cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys were like,
it is really cool. Yeah, if you've seen
yeah.
pictures of me quite recently, it's like it's very exciting to be in a rock and roll band. But it's like it's all about the friendship. It's 5 guys.
Yeah.
We're friends. We've been friends forever.
Yeah.
Uh, this is our lifestyle. We drift around the world and play rock and roll, and we're having good times. And
Yeah.
you know, that's what's going on.
Yeah, that's fantastic. You guys are part of the soundtrack of my youth as well as
Okay, thank
now.
you.
Right? So I'm not
We're
that
we're
young
all we're
anymore.
all young. Come on, we're all young. It's we're living the youth.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So you
We
were
are
in
the youth of today, and we
yeah,
are the
that's
youth
true.
of the
That's true.
future.
It's funny how people about my age are younger than the people who are young, like actually young in numbers. How much younger in terms of mindset we are than these kids that are connected to computers all the time, you know, and not just computers, the iPhone and things like that. It's a
Well, we have
different
to
mindset.
show people. Well, I think, I like with what I do. I just want to show that everybody like deserves to live life fully, and just you gotta be brave to take every opportunity to, just do what you are curious to do and live the life in the way you want to live. And when it comes to the 69 nights, we've been always open for everybody to be in our audience, even though our main color is black, but all the colors of the rainbow are together black. So, like we
Yeah.
want to also, and I want to encourage everybody not just dream it, be it, like they say in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, that's true. So you released your 13th album, Death of
Oh, don't
Darkness.
say
Uh,
don't say the number. Don't say the number.
Oh, I'm
That's
so
what I've
sorry, but that's a good
that that
number,
that, that, that
13. It's a good
yeah,
number.
but it's embarrassing that we've done
No,
so
it's
many
not
records. I
embarrassing.
that makes me feel like literally old. If I go to a
No.
bar, and I'm ordering my non-alcoholic pint there, and then a beautiful lady approaches me and doesn't know who I am or what's going on with me. I start to introduce myself. I wouldn't say that like I'm in the rock band and we've released like 13 albums. I would say like we have a new album coming out and we released a
Okay.
couple of records before that. That makes you sound and me sound like very old rocker. Like,
No.
oh no, the
No,
difficult
vampires are
30th
ageless.
album. Yeah, the
Vampires are
difficult
ageless.
30th album. That's horrible. So
No.
so
No.
never
Come
mind
on.
how many records we've done. We could have probably survived doing a couple of more records, less than we have done by now. But all right, we have a new album out
Yes.
soon, and it's called Death of Darkness.
It's called Death of Darkness. I didn't mean to be rude, you know. I'm just saying what's
No, that's my joke. But I have to somehow explain myself that we really have released that many records. But
yeah.
I feel kind of
Yeah.
uncomfortable of that. I mean, what if we just like, what if our latest album was like from 2000 and 5 or something? We probably could survive till now, and we will be pretty cool band still playing, because we're still playing majority of our live set is from the records from 2000, 2001, and 2, and then 2005.
Mhm.
So or 4, was it 4, maybe 4? So like
2004,
what if we
Devils.
what
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. What if we okay, let there be like angels, because our video Never Say Die and all those times were fantastic. But what if we haven't done records after that? We probably could have survived just playing those songs, but we decided to just fulfill our creative uh, like a hunger, and we released a couple of more records. But now there are quite a few of them. So but the latest one is called Death of Darkness, anyway.
Which is a really cool title for the album. So this time you have been
It
releasing
is. Thank
singles.
you.
Yes, you've been releasing singles for the past year. It's a different way of doing things as before. So does this have anything to do with the way that people consume music nowadays?
Well, my favorite. Guess who's my favorite artist? And it's not a band, like I said. Who's my favorite artist currently?
I have no idea. I dare
BB
not.
Rexa. BB
Oh,
Rexa. And like and there's a couple of other cool ones like Ava Max, which I worship those artists, among other women. So those
cool.
kind of artists which are on the top of playlists and top of wherever music is played these days, they've been releasing, not particularly those artists, but all those popular artists have been releasing singles for quite a few years already, you know, like just like that. And maybe in the end they put out that all these singles as an album. So that's a common format during this stream, and it has been a very common way to do it during these streaming times. So I'm glad that as we got to work with the new record label for us, Vallila Music House. Their A&R guy, Gabi Hakanen, was really telling that we have to start to do things like everybody else is doing. That means that releasing singles and later on an album. Of course, the template for metal and in rock world has been like, you spend some time in the studio, then writing music, or somewhere writing music, and then you go to studio and spend time there and record an album, and then you release a single, and a couple of weeks later an album, and then you tour, and then you're quiet. But I don't want to be quiet. I want to be fucking loud all the time. So releasing single after single, which we did 5 times, that was perfect for me, and I liked it because you get instant response from fans, and also like you see your music on the playlists, and then once again we got our music played here in Finland on national radio stations, like we got the airplay with the new music, which was fantastic, and between those singles we were writing new songs and you know, like a new music, and going to this back and forward to studio and releasing a single, and then go back to studio to write more music and recording new music. So it kept everything really fresh. So like every common artist which has music, you know, played around, is doing that these days. So I think it fit for us really well. So after now, as now we have album coming out which has these singles plus 5 new songs, which one of them will be another single as well when the album comes out. So I'm sort of like thinking that maybe we should like I try to convince our record label after a while that maybe after summer or something we should start to release once again new singles or something, because like I said, I don't like being quiet. I want to be loud, and I want to be, you know, like present. And I think the people who have been following us like that as well, because seems like people we got a lot of new people following us at the moment, and you can see that from statistics. And also, like, which was really interesting, since data is what matters these days. Yeah. So I just heard from our international record label that they've been following us, our growth on the streaming services, and majority of the people who are listening to us are like under 25 years old. So you know, that's fucking cool that like I said, we are the youth of today, and we got the youth behind us as well. So that's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's like you've been discovered by the new generation, right? Hopefully more people will
yeah, you know, vampires are vampires.
Yeah, vampires are cool, you know. Wow, you
know. So this is really exciting, and being in this like very old rock and roll band, 80s rock and roll band from Helsinki. So things are amazingly cool at the moment.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So
but that's how it should always be. And I always knew, and of course we're doing this because we know, but now it's interesting to show data to anybody who didn't know.
Yeah, that's true. So Death of Darkness features a track called California, right? And the whole album, it has that kind of LA decadent kind of soundscape. You know, it's funny because it's kind of sunny California versus snowy Helsinki. And these are two opposites, you know. So how inspiring is California to the 69 Eyes, and How is that dichotomy for you guys?
So I got some music as demos, which is just like guitar driven rock, and then I write lyrics and whatever comes to my mind when I listen to that. That's the way how we write 69's music. And then there's this one song, and I heard California in my mind when I heard the song first time, and I was thinking like, oh well, I can't use that expression. I can't put that word there, because I mean we've done enough, like songs about like Los Angeles and Hollywood and mentioning all that and tripping on that excitement and decadence, exactly, and all that extremes what there is that Tinseltown to offer. So it would be like horrible if there was a song called California, but it fit for the chorus. So I just did the demo, and I was expecting that everybody will be like, totally say like go fuck yourself. Enough is enough. But then here you go. It was something people liked, and then like California itself, definitely it's a dreamy place. It's a extreme place. It's a place where dreams come true, and it's a very dark place too. And Hollywood is a very dark place, and it has this. It's like it's it has glamour, but it has definitely like some other things there lurking. And I also like I added there like a Night Stalker into that song as well, just for fun. So that my California is closer to California of the Doors, like dark and but sexy and pulsating, but also like dreamy and mysterious and far from being a stable and reliable place. But it's tempting, and it has its glamour. So it inspires, and maybe because I don't live there, I'm not planning to move there. But it's a place. I love to go there and visit there and hang out with my friends, and like that's where you need to go if you want to be part of show business. To be honest, whatever your show business, like whatever kind of show business you're dreaming of, your dream might come true if you go to Hollywood, whether it's rock and roll movies, literature, like photography, art. There you go. That's the epicenter. But it's definitely the dreams are there. Will they come true? It depends on many other things than just like maybe how talented you are. But that interests me, and that interests me till the end, because like all the mysteries of Hollywood and all the misfortunes and everything, and the glamour and the excess and everything what happens. So that's my dreams. So I just throw them to this canvas called rock and roll, just for fun. And one of the funny things is like that when we've done these songs and we played with these images, they hit the jackpot back in there. People dig it there. They tell me like, oh wow, you came up with this exactly how the things are. So I'm excited about that fact as well.
Yeah, California is a place where dreams, you said, where dreams come true, but it's also a place where dreams go to die, right? It's
and
yeah,
and that serial killers might be looking at you from in a traffic jam from the next car.
Yeah, that's true. Which brings me to This Murder Takes Two, which features Kat Von D. right? Which is also California. It brings back California to mind. She was the star of LA Inc., right? So how did the idea to work with her come about, and how was it to work alongside her?
Well, we had this dark country song, and it was ready. We have recorded it already, and it was there, and it sounded great. But our bass player was thinking that, hold on, this needs something. This needs female voice. So, and I wasn't, and none of us was planning like we need some features on this album. We had a last album. We had a couple cool features like Donny Filth from Cradle of Filth, Wednesday 13, Calico Cooper, Alice Cooper's daughter. There, so that was cool. They were friends. So that was like a feast of friends with that record. But for this record, I mean, I didn't see any particular reason to bring any guests on there. But then there's a song which needs female vocals, and we've done music with Kat Von D like some 15 years ago, or 13 years ago, I think, but then or something like that. But then that's pretty low key stuff. What we did one single with her, but it just was there. And actually, I've seen the song on YouTube, and it has picture of Kat Von D and Ville Valo there, and it says like this is duet between like Ville and Kat Von D.
But isn't it
So
you?
yeah, it's me, of course. But it's I've seen even this that it's totally misunderstood there. Yeah, and it's kind of fake YouTube clip. So yeah, so I thought that, hey, it's time to make some justice for our collaboration back then. So I thought let's do it again, and I texted to Kat Von D, would she be interested in being like featured on our album? And like when you text with iPhone, like when you send a message, it's blue when it went through, and then if somebody else is answering you, you see three dots, like a little bit moving there.
Yeah,
so
it's like
when I
this,
texted
like this. Yeah.
when I texted this like question, I saw immediately three dots there. And
cool.
then came the answer, hell yeah. So there we go. And then we took off from there. And then she did a fantastic like haunting vocals, which were really perfect with me. And it brought something totally new for the song. The song is very haunting, dark Western song, and it's a song about love. But like if you wanna, the love is always eternal, but you can bury it if both parts, both ends bury it. So that's pretty much about the song. And it was really cool. We shot the music video with her in LA in January. So that song comes out as the single release when the album comes out, same day, April 21st, and also the music video that we did. And Kat's like she's the queen of goths, like iconic person, glamorous person, very beautiful individual with a very beautiful soul, and
talented, very talented,
very talented, influential, inspiring. I mean, there's no there's so many levels in her, and I'm proud to have her on our album, and I'm really happy to be doing music with her, and like let's see what we're gonna do in the future. But this was something which is like also I hope that will most of people know that after her tattoo artist career, and after her TV shows, and after her famous makeup line, she's nowadays also as a musician. She's released an album before this, and she's coming up with new music as well. So I hope this also brings new listeners to Kathleen D as well, because she deserves that. And there's so many cultural levels and values in her, and she's an iconic she's an icon. So
Yeah.
that's everything. This is super cool, and of course this is very exciting to see how people like this song.
It is great song, and it's going to be a fantastic to see that video that comes out together with the release of the album. No Number, the album, your upcoming album. I'm not going to say the number
the
again.
new 69, yeah,
the
the
new
new 69
album.
Yeah, it's not our first album, but it's a
No.
new record from us.
Yeah, so thank you so much. You've been
The most recent, the 69 album.
Yeah, 69
Yes.
album. So thank you, Jyrki, so much. You were one of the nicest people I've ever spoken to, even though I didn't get to see your face talking to me. Okay.
And I hope you need to return to interview with the vampire movie and see the part where Lestat is calling.
Yes, it's when Claudia puts the dead woman on
Claudia.
the bed, isn't it? It's when she puts the dead woman on the bed.
Well, it happens numerous times. And the last time Lestat is calling Claudia is when Lestat is playing like a harpsichord after being dropped dead to the swamp and sucking the live out of alligator to come back alive.
She gave him poison. She gave the kids poison. He drank from the dead.
What a great movie, and very underestimated. I'm always pissed off when people mention like, what's the worst movie of Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, and then there's always Interview with the Vampire, which is
it's a great movie. It's that guy that did the Crying
It's a
Game.
classic.
It's a classic.
Yeah,
it's a very good film. I dropped something, but it's a very good film. Yeah.
It's really good.
Neil Jordan, is that the guy's name, the director's name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's fantastic.
Crying Game is also a fantastic song for that movie by Boy George.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's really good.
Oh my God, this was a great conversation, and I will talk to you again, hopefully, for the next album. There will be more, right?
Sure, and you need to see us live. So to make sure that you catch us live as soon as possible wherever we play, because we're gonna play your next pop most likely.
Yes, thank you so much, Jyrki, and I wish you all the best for your future. Okay?
All right. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Ciao.
Ciao.